What's up, everybody? If you want to join the greatest online Star Wars community, the Fandom Menace, make sure you hit that subscribe button before today's video starts, so you don't miss out on any updates and you're always the first to know when our newest videos go live.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
So I've been seeing some of the hubbub online about Brie Larson's newest Nissan commercial. So I checked it out and I gotta say, I'm ready to sign on the dotted line and drive away in my brand new Nissan Sentra. See you later, folks. Thanks for watching. In all seriousness, I love Brie Larson. She's smart, she's funny. Wait a second, she's none of those things. She's annoying, she's condescending, but my god, is she great for this channel. We've received literally millions of clicks thanks to the dumb shit that she says and does. But this time, that isn't the case. Because we already know her brand of smug. If they made a movie about Brie Larson, the title would be Brie Larson and the Defecation of Smug. I took a look at the ad twice, and it was your average everyday eye roller of a commercial. Men are stupid, yada yada yada, you know the rest, girl power, yay. I'd play the clip, but YouTube is just gunning for us, so instead I'll read you this transcript compiled by our good friends over at Cosmic Book News. Brie Larson featured in Nissan woke commercial. It just goes from bad to worse when it's Brie Larson, as the latest sees the Captain Marvel actress in a woke commercial for Nissan. The commercial sees a male boss tell a female employee that he's going to hold on promoting her this quarter. Brie Larson then zooms in driving a Nissan Sentra, telling the girl, "Drop the taco and get in the car." Larson questions her, "Does this Sentra feel like a compromise to you?" The Marvel actress drives around showing off some of the features of the Sentra. "So if this Nissan isn't going to compromise, why should you?" questions Brie Larson. The girl says, "You're right," as she gets out of the car, motivated to confront her boss. "That a girl," says Larson with a big smile. "That a girl? Girl? What kind of nonsense is this? She is a woman." I don't care. As you heard, the commercial is nothing to write home about, and even less exciting in regard to buying a Nissan. The only thing I walk away thinking about is, why Brie Larson? She's not Matthew McConaughey, who was driving a Lincoln way before anyone paid him to. I know Brie Larson ain't driving a Nissan, but it would be a lot cooler if she did. Over the last year, Brie Larson has shown society one thing. Brie Larson isn't living in the real world. She's an out-of-touch, overprivileged brat who can't human normally. Between her fake smile and dead eyes, nothing from that woman seems genuine. That's why she's perfect for Hollywood. Everything here is fake, including my enthusiasm to buy this car. Brie Larson shouldn't be the poster child for feminism or women in general. She's never lived outside our Hollywood bubble. Everything that makes her powerful comes out of a computer or the Hollywood hype machine. Car commercials sell a lifestyle, but why would anyone want to lead a lifestyle where Brie Larson tells them what to do? That's not empowering or realistic. Nissan isn't the first company to pull this shit in its advertising. Last year, Gillette tried and failed miserably. Remember the Best a Man Can Be nightmare? If you forgot, it was a corporate social responsibility advertising campaign from the Procter & Gamble safety razor and personal care brand Gillette. The campaign launched on January 13th, 2019 with the digital release of a short film titled We Believe, The Best a Man Can Be, which played upon the previous slogan, The Best a Man Can Get, to address negative behavior among men, including bullying, sexism, sexual misconduct, and toxic masculinity. The campaign includes a 3-year commitment by Gillette to make donations to organizations that help men to achieve their personal best. The release of the initial short was the subject of controversy and was received negatively by most online commenters. The short film is one of the most disliked videos on YouTube with a 2-to-1 dislike ratio and over 1.5 million dislikes. The campaign has led to calls to boycotts of Procter & Gamble and Gillette, and the company reported a $5.24 billion loss later in 2019. You know, if a company wants to burn $5 billion, just give me a call. I'll take the money off their hands. I think it all boils down to ads forgetting how to sell a product. These corporate social responsibility ad campaigns aren't attractive to a big portion of the country. They're hollow at best, and often result in companies backtracking on their brave new stance once the money dries up. Now, I'm not saying that this will happen with Nissan. No, not at all. But I don't see millions rushing out to buy a car because their hero BrieBot 9000 is driving one. It almost seems to be the wrong demographic. There have been a lot of articles coming out over the last few years discussing why millennials and Gen Z don't want to buy cars. I get trying to sell to them because the older folks are dying and you want to sell multiple cars to a person over their lifetime. But feminist advertising campaigns never work, especially in film. The people who will praise this with a yes queen or a you go Brie are only going to do so online. Thumbs up and retweets don't buy cars, and neither do philosophy or gender study degrees. Nissan, try again. Oh, speaking of thumbs up, look at this ratio. 1.1 thousand thumbs up to 16,000 thumbs down. I got this image from our listener, Servant of God 777, and our good pal Drunk 3PO. Thanks, guys. Because when I went to the video itself, the comments had been turned off. Shocker. I'm not surprised there was such a negative response to Brie Larson's commercial. A response like that is definitely organic. Over the last year and change, she's definitely shown herself to be as out of touch as we say. And that's what you get when you use her as a spokesman. Spokeswoman? Spokesperson? Spokeslama? Yes, definitely Spokeslama. What in this commercial is so offensive that a 16-to-1 dislike ratio became a thing? Then, I found the other video. My first thought was, this woman is definitely a robot. No one makes faces like that naturally. After watching this video, I finally understood what this ad was about. Let's hear Brie Larson describe the ad herself.
On the surface, just looking at the ad itself, that it is about sisterhood, pumping each other up, community, and allowing each other to have the opportunity to believe in ourselves, because that really feels like the first step with all of this.
Sisterhood? I thought this was about selling cars. Well, I guess not. The rest of this is just nonsense gibberish underscored by the most basic baseline this side of the Strokes. But there are a few points that she makes that I'd like to cover. 1. Brie Larson mentions wanting the world she lives in to be represented. The world you live in? Brie, this is the world you live in. No one else is with you. You're all alone. This is what I'm talking about when I say Brie Larson is out of touch. Well, if only she was out of time. Actors who are paid to be fake, telling working folk what the world is like is the most disingenuous shit I've ever heard of. Brie Larson even talks about being in the Hollywood system since she was 7 or 8 years old, and now she's 30. So I don't think I need to say anything else. My point's been proven. There's a stupid phrase uttered in this video.
You can't be what you can't see. And
No. That's completely inaccurate. Tell that to the first person to do literally anything.
you can't be what you can't see. And
They never saw it done, but somehow they magically did it. What a stupid phrase.
Right.
Oh, it rhymes. It must be true. I'm Brie Larson. I'm so smart. Buy this car. Brie Larson then refers to the universe as she. Yes, just like the Force, the universe is female apparently. Leave it to this garbage marketing campaign to give a gender to a non-existent entity. What's with these people and labels? Let the universe identify the way it wants to. Stop putting the universe in a box, Brie Larson. For the hell of it, I looked at the sales figures for the Nissan Sentra in 2019 and it barely makes it into the top 20 cars sold. But that's not necessarily a good thing because sales were still down 13.3%. But have no fear, Brie Larson is here.
you can't be what you can't see. And
And I guarantee you will see a 454% spike in sales because of her magical vagina.
Right.
Ugh. It's going to be fun watching Brie Larson bounce from ad to ad, killing products in her wake. I was never going to buy a Brie Larson Sentra, but you may have turned off someone else who would have. Companies need to be careful when they pick a celebrity spokeslama because there's always going to be a backlash, and Nissan is feeling it online. Remember, folks, you can't spell Nissan without ass, and Brie Larson doesn't have one at all. So folks, what do you think of the Brie Larson situation? It's been about a year since Captain Marvel came out, and we had Brie Larson telling us that she didn't need the opinions of old white dudes. So I don't need the opinion of young white chicks telling me about the universe's gender or Nissan Sentras or, anything like that. I don't think Brie Larson has ever sat in a Sentra unless she was paid for it. I mean, she was in Hollywood at 7 years old. I think the elitist attitude of the brat Brie Larson definitely never rode in a Nissan, so that'd be like Pierce Brosnan selling me a Ford Pinto. I'm just not gonna believe it. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Have you seen the thumbs down ratio? Have you seen the fact that the comments are turned off? What do you think about it? Did you find this commercial to be offensive? I just thought it was a dumb, man-hating commercial. I mean, not even man-hating. It was just stupid. Drop the taco. Tell your boss that you're gonna get that promotion. Look, we live in a world where people think they're gonna be entitled to a promotion just because they feel it. We don't know the other side of the story. What if the boss realized that this woman, we'll just call her Karen did a shit job in her performance review, and that's why she's not going to get promoted this quarter? Oh, but Brie Larson, because Brie Larson says so, Karen's going to get a promotion because she feels entitled to. Well, like I said on the High Council last week, folks, I feel entitled to work at NASA or be the King of England. So I'm just going to go do it because Brie Larson says I'm entitled to. Or because I'm a man, I guess I'm not entitled to anything. But I refuse to drop the taco because Brie Larson tells me to. So, yeah, that's it. This commercial was dumb. I don't know if we're going to see a $5 billion loss like we saw for Gillette. I doubt it. I guarantee it we won't see the same backlash because this wasn't as offensive. But all of these campaigns just don't rub audiences the right way. Be it with Nike, be it with Gillette, be it with Dove, or any of these other campaigns. I don't see people rushing out the stores to back it just because, hey, this is the right agenda. It just doesn't seem to work. And Brie Larson herself, well, I don't like anything she does. Do you? Tell me in the comments below as well. Are you a fan of Brie Larson? 1 for yes, 2 for no. I expect to see a lot of number 2s in this chat, just because Brie Larson's full of shit. So folks, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you everyone who's watched. Make sure you guys are checking us out here on YouTube all the time because for some reason YouTube does not put out our notifications or let you know that we put out videos. So we've seen a large decrease, and people ask me, Jeff, when are you going to put out your next video? What happened to the channel? Well, I put out videos all the time. We've had 2 in the last week already. And so if you guys don't want to miss on anything, just make sure your notification bell is turned on to all and check back every couple days. If you want more from us, stuff we can't put on YouTube, well, check us out on Patreon. $1 a month helps, it goes a long way, but $5, which is only 17 cents a day, goes even further. That gets you access to our Talking Bullshit political podcast, our Wrestling with Bullshit podcast, our After Hours podcast, and a whole lot more the higher you go up in tiers, including video, podcasts, roundtable discussions, an appearance to be on the show, and a shirt if you feel so inclined to join at our top tier level. But if you can't afford to do that, that's cool. Just join our community and have fun. Hang out with us over on Facebook. Pass the test and get in. Just don't choose poorly. So that's it from me for today, and I'll be back later with more, folks. So thank you for watching, and as always, be excellent to each other. What?
Spokes llama.
Oh, you like that one?
I like the ass thing too. Spokes llama.